For sure, they're gonna get you a fight.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like one week down for healing, so a couple more to go.
Good luck. I hope it works out for you.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Well, Sean Lennon here with the Fightlete Report, and everybody check out our interview coming up now from Fightlete.com. If you head over there for all the latest news articles in mixed martial arts. If you haven't been there yet, you don't want to miss out. So you can subscribe to Fightlete.com as well. And we are going to introduce my guest on the show. Right now, we welcome women's flyweight Andrea KGB Lee on the Fightlete Report and from the UFC, of course. And she was originally scheduled to fight Gillian Robertson this Saturday. Unfortunately, suffered a broken nose during the training, had to pull out from the bout. But it's 11-5, and you're training out of SMAA Soul Fighters Louisiana with Tim Credur.
Yes.
Great. And so, obviously, talk about the disappointing news. For the training for fights, sometimes are more difficult than the actual fight. So, how much were you looking forward to getting back in that octagon?
I was I was looking forward to it like so much because I just had I just had that loss with Roxanne like a few weeks ago, so I was looking forward to being able to jump back in there and shake that loss off and get a win. And I felt like even though I took this fight on short notice, I continued to stay training even after my fight with Roxanne because I was hoping to get another fight as soon as I could. And luckily, that fight popped up, on 3 weeks' notice. And I feel like I was in great shape, and my camp and everything was going so well, and I was starting to feel clear-minded again, and just feeling like my old self. And I was really itching to get in there, and this nose break was an unfortunate event. It sucks, but
Yeah.
these things happen.
Definitely. I mean, could you detail a little bit how it happened as well?
Yeah, we were working wrestling with striking, and it was kind of our last hard hard it was our last hard day, but I had already gone 3 hard rounds with one of my teammates, and that was really that was all that we needed to do, but I was feeling good and I wanted to go 2 more rounds, and we were like in the last minute of uh of the fifth round, and I went to throw a combination, and I slipped. And when I slipped, they moved, and actually, you know, ended up headbutting. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so it's like that. I slipped, and they were shooting or whatever. I don't know. It just kind of happened all so fast.
Right. How much were you looking forward to find Jillian? She has the most flyweight finishes and a record for most submission wins for a women's fighter in the UFC.
I didn't know that, but I was looking forward to fighting her because I like her style, and I knew that she was going to come at me, and it was going to be a fight. So I was looking forward to that. But I didn't know those stats. That she has the most, I guess, flyweight finishes. And is it the flyweight finishes or just submissions, or what was it?
It was overall women's submissions in the UFC. I think she's tied or she has the most, and then most finishes in the flyweight division.
Okay, yeah. I knew she had quite a few finishes, but I didn't realize that. So that's good to know. But I was really looking forward to it, and you know, I feel like in the last couple of fights, I'm forgetting that I have a good ground game.
Right.
It's like I get in there and I want to keep it standing and I want to strike, and it's like I refuse sometimes to like play that, and I just forget how good I am on the ground. So that's kind of what we were working on this camp, was just reminding me that I have a game down there, and I've got finishes and subs of my own. You know,
Yes.
and I've competed in so many tournaments, and you know, it's just I like to strike, and I get so focused on that I kind of forget that I'm a mixed martial artist, I guess, and that's what MMA is.
Right.
So, you know, I gotta get back to that, and that's what that's what I was looking forward to for this fight because I knew she was going to bring it out of me, you know.
Definitely. Well, hopefully it happens later on in the future, and we'll get to see you both compete again.
Yes, definitely. I hope so too.
You were trained in Colorado. Pound for pound fitness was Tecia Torres. She was scheduled to fight Angela Hill. She beat Sam Hughes, Rocky Pendleton, Alicia Zapatella, and some more. So how fun was that experience? And you feel you made a difference, helping Tecia get ready?
Yeah, I've worked with Tecia before, and I enjoy working with her. She's such a good striker, and she's so fast. I mean, she always gives me a lot of great work, and um, it's always hard for me in the first week when I get down there because the altitude and stuff. So I always feel like I'm always a little nervous going out there because I want to be able to give her my best, but the altitude it does affect me. And the first time that we sparred, I was like huffing and puffing, and I was like really disappointed in myself because I wasn't able to push myself as much as I had wanted. But the next time that we went, I was able to give her a much better look, because some days had gone by and I was able to get acclimated a little bit better. But I always feel like I get great work whenever I go out there and train with her, and she's. I love her spirit. She's just such a good person, and her team, like her coaches and stuff, and all the people that she's working with were really great too. And I really like one of the guys that we worked with, Justin. He Justin Houghton is his last name. Yeah, Justin Houghton, and he was in his corner, or he was in her corner. I really enjoyed working with him. I liked his style a lot. He's a glory kickboxer, and he has this Dutch style that I really liked, and we got some good work together. And I'm hoping to go back out there and get some more training in.
For sure. And then what do you think of that stoppage that happened with Sam Hughes, with the eye injury, obviously, and
Crazy. That was crazy. Her eye was. It was. You could just see it filling up with blood on there. It was like she had no pupil. It was really.
mhm.
Man, it was a great stoppage for Tecia. I feel bad for her opponent, though. I hope that it's not a serious injury, and she loses her sight or anything. I hope that heals, But I think that it was great. Tecia went in there and just stayed on the gas and got a finish real quick, and I was really impressed with that. And I'm proud of her. I'm glad she got that win.
Yeah, definitely. Looking to move forward in her division as well.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about, obviously you worked with Justin from Glory Kickboxing. You just mentioned him. High level kickboxing. How were you able to hang with him?
Well, it's not like we sparred or anything.
Right. Just saying. I don't know. I don't know.
No, we didn't spar or anything. He just, he held pads for me, and um, we worked some drills, and he wore me out. I mean, like I was, I even got this video at the end of one of my sessions, and I'm just like laying there on the mats, and I was dying. I mean, partly to the conditioning that we did, and partly because of the altitude. I mean, but it was good session, great sessions that we had, and like I said, I want to get back out there and I want to work with him some more.
Excellent. Talk about next and what you're looking to do. Obviously, we Dana White mentioned some of the roster cuts. Were you concerned that maybe with that when you hear that?
Yeah, of course. We're all a little on edge. Those of us that have had like multiple losses in a row. Um, I feel confident that I still have a few fights left. But I mean anything could happen. So that's why I want to get back in there and get this win and prove that I'm uh, prove that I'm part of this division. And that they have reason to keep me.
Sure. And then talk about next up, when you feel like you're ready to compete, how do you feel like the next fight will be for you? Like, when you finally put your the date and a face, to the name, how will it be for you to finally get that opportunity again?
Great. I mean, every opportunity that I get to fight is always great. It's always the same feeling. I'm just happy to be part of the UFC. And I want to continue to be part of the UFC. So every fight that I get is always an incredible opportunity, and I'm always happy, to get that chance to be in the octagon and fight these other high level flyweights.
Definitely. And talk about, Victoria Leonardo. I mean, one of your training partners, recently won the Contender Series. You got a chance to talk to her. How do you feel she'll perform in her debut, January? She's got a tough opponent coming up as well.
Well, I was really excited about her debut. She did such an impressive job out there. Her performance was great. She went in there as the underdog and came out on top, and I really expected that. I knew that the girl that she was going up against, was not as seasoned as Victoria, was and is. And in this next fight that Victoria has, I don't know as much about her opponent, so I'm not really sure. But Victoria is tough. She's a tough opponent. So I know she always comes in as the underdog, but sometimes that's good to be underestimated.
Definitely, and I'm not sure you've been in that situation before. Talk about every year you do this calendar with Andy Nguyen, your partner in crime. So talk about putting that together this year. With COVID-19, was that a welcome distraction?
We do, yes, we do the calendar every year, and we are doing one this year. I'm kind of late on some of my photo shoots, so I'm cramming them all in hopefully this week. But Andy, she's always on top of that. She keeps me in line. But yeah, I think with COVID, being a thing, it's kind of like put us all behind on some things,
For
so,
sure.
Hopefully this will all be behind us soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping as well. And for you, of course, you've been to that international fight week with all the fans. So these trips to Vegas must be a very different, vast difference for you from what you're used to.
They've definitely been a lot different. I like the way that our hotel is set up. I do enjoy that whenever we go to Vegas, because we've got everything that we need right there, and we're not, or maybe you don't know, but
Right.
I think fighters kind of like the setup right now in Vegas, but it would be nice to get back on track and have things the way that they used to be, with fans and all.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, it wouldn't be, out of ordinary. You see a fighter walk in and grab a bottle of water or soda, or or food. Obviously, that's they go back and forth. Now it's more contained, right?
Yes, it's very contained.
Talk also about your fellow training partner, Coach Tony Kelley. He got his first UFC victory. How happy were you for him? Are you looking to, get some of that magic, get some of that mojo, going into your next fight?
Yeah, man, I was really, really happy for him to get in there and get his first victory. Just being able to get in there and be a part of the UFC is a victory in its own, So I'm just happy that he's finally a part of it. We've come up together here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and it's just good to see all of my teammates finally getting their shot,
Definitely. Well, Andrea, we appreciate you coming on the Fight Report. We're very excited for your next fight. Can you tell us what we can expect?
Expect to get my hand raised. That's what I'm expecting, and that's what I think everybody else should expect. I know I've let everybody down the last couple of fights, but I mean it this time. I'm coming out there as a different person.
We're looking forward to it, and shout out to you, of course. Always being a good guest on the Fightlete Report, and best of luck to you. Whenever you have your fight schedule, please come back. We'd love to talk to you and have you on the Fightlete Report anytime. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Christmas to you too.
Thank you. Bye.